Good evening. I'm on the intersection of Bedford Street and Ormeau Avenue, and this is the BBC offices, and this is looking further down into town, and many people walk past this architecturally significant water fountain, and you know, they don't even notice the detail in this. There's history here. Remarkable history and remarkable architecture, because you don't see one of these around the place too often. And there's an inscription on the front here, which I'll get close up to. And it says, "Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. Whosoever drinketh of the water that I give, him shall never thirst again." Well, I'm putting in again. "Whosoever drinketh the water that I shall give shall never thirst again." And that's a direct quote from Jesus Christ, but people don't notice this or read it or anything else. This water fountain was erected in 1885 in commemoration for a guy called Thomas Thompson. And there's the plaque, and I can't just quite read that from here, but this guy was significant, and this is a significant piece of architecture. Let me tell you a wee bit about him. Thomas Thompson. He was a distinguished naval surgeon who fought in the Napoleonic Wars. Now, the Napoleonic Wars were from 1803 through to 1815. And whenever Thompson came home from the wars, I'll just get across the street here, he was appalled by the conditions of the people that he found in Belfast. Now, you've got to remember that, well, we're really talking about from 1845 onwards, because that was the Irish Potatoe Famine, and refugees were coming into Belfast all the time from the country, and they were in a shocking state. There was cholera, there was dysentry, there was smallpox, there was all sorts of, you know, they were starving, and Thompson witnessed this. So he set up the charitable home for Incurables to try and alleviate the suffering of some of these poor people, destitute people that had come into Belfast. And he was a pioneer in the fight against cholera. because he was interested in medicine and all the rest of it, he had been a naval surgeon. So one of the pioneers of the fight against cholera. So this memorial was erected in 1885 in the memory of him. He lived in Wellington Park, and the architects responsible for this interesting, fascinating, historical drinking fountain were Young and Mackenzie. So Thompson practised as a physician in Belfast for 40 years, and on his grave, I think, is the inscription, "Though he died, he yet liveth." So this is what this is all about, and you know, you mightn't have really thought much about it as you passed by, but take a second look. The monument itself is red sandstone, and the construction is inspired by the 12 Eleanor Crosses, erected by Edward I to the memory of his wife Eleanor. So there's a fascinating wee bit of history for you. The Thomas Thompson Memorial Fountain, Ormeau Avenue, in front of the BBC. Don't walk by, come and check it out for yourself. I'm fascinated, you know. I wonder who these wee figures were based on. Must have been based on somebody. There's another one, another few up here. Hidden Belfast, right underneath your feet. And people, as I say, pass this by every day and never give it a second thought.